Greetings, preachings, time for prestigious teachings. Who you? Really? Yes, really. How are you guys doing today? Me, I'm feeling a-okay. I'm just gonna burn just a little bit of sage. I was in the middle of burning a little bit of sage. You know, I did my divinity hour earlier. I didn't quite do it at the time that I was specifically looking for. And having said that, that reminds me of a message that everything may not go according to plan, but everything always goes according to who? Spirit, sources, plan. All right, so clear your mind. Woo, that's all. Whatever you're thinking about it's another day. Whatever happened yesterday, blow it away. Okay, today's a new day. It's a new dawn, a new day. Don't let any clouds get in your way. Okay, so clearing all of the energies, calling on all my spirit guides, call on earth, wind, air, fire, spirit, source. Let's light the table. Got some pink candles to put some rosy. You know, lately we've been speaking a lot about love, self-care, and ouch, that hurt. My last one, but this one, make sure that's empty. For any of you who are just starting your spiritual journey or not, either way, this is hem white sage. You can order it on Amazon. That is not what got me into it, of course, but I love incense, and incense, it helps to flow all of the essence, right? So that would make sense. And I forgot the whole purpose why I did that was to light the other thing that I kept burning myself over. A little bit of a frantic energy I'm feeling. Okay, maybe you've been feeling like there is something that you need to answer or something that you need to do, but everything has its time and nothing before it. Everything in its time and nothing before it. Okay, that's my first message. 1 second, let me just prop up my Incense. Okay, so I was thinking, because we are going through a lunar eclipse right now. Is it, or is it the solar eclipse? Comment down below. Either way, I wanted to know what we could expect, okay? Because a lot of the energies have been very frantic. A lot of my loved ones have been dealing with a lot of colds or something that comes off as a cold, but to really sum that up, the way I internalize that is like everybody is going through something, and all of our spirit guides, okay, we're undergoing a spiritual warfare right now, right? And our spirit guides are calling our attention right now to fight, right? And unfortunately, all of the, whether you're healing or not, it's going to come out in the physical form, in like health form, maybe even emotionally, maybe even mentally, you know what I mean? So self-care, self-love, like we always keep talking about, and maybe doing a lot of mindful. Someone is playing some mindful games. So, okay, so maybe one way to ward off that type of energy is by doing mindful thinking, right? Self-actualization, like living in the moment. Like, this here is my Florida water. I'm touching the Florida water. I'm feeling the sensation of it. I'm feeling the warmth of it. I'm feeling the coolness of it. I'm feeling how big it is. You know, like I'm self-actualizing. I'm opening it. I'm smelling it. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like just taking a moment. Okay? That is key. A moment. Okay, so before I get into the cards, I was thinking a lot of my loved ones, a lot of our chosen ones are going through this situation when they feel like they're going through something that looks such as comes out, such as, thank you, I appreciate, love that so much that he still left. That's great. It would come out as like you're not good enough, like you're sick, like it would be like a hacking cold. It could be like nasal congestion. You could be anti-congestant. Sinusitis. I'm hearing it could even be nausea, you know what I mean? And even if you're anything such as myself, I've just been called to like I'm being pulled away from food. Like some of you are fasting and you don't even recognize that you are fasting, because I feel like that I could definitely resonate with. Yeah, but either way, a lot of you are being put back on your path, or the path that you were meant to be on, and your spirit guides are doing that by okay, like I on my spiritual journey, I've had to heal a lot. I've healed my high blood pressure. I've healed my low ejection fraction heart. I've healed a stroke. I've healed many things. I healed preeclampsia twice. I was pregnant. My last two pregnancies, I was pregnant with preeclampsia twice, and I didn't realize it, unbeknownst to me. But you see, like the pandemic, like I'm sorry for all of the families that were out there and that it affected in the worst way. I send my love and my light to you, and speedy healing if you are going through something right now. But at that moment, I strived to utilize certain things. So, for instance, when the government was saying to stay in their homes, like I was not, I just couldn't. I was helping someone I looked at as an auntie, actually, or like a step type of mom type of thing. And I was helping her with her own spiritual health. And one thing about it is every time I was downtown, I noticed that my presence, a lot of people would always ask me, who was I? Where did I come from? And I'm like, huh? Wait. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm here. I'm Prestige. I'm Rita, whatever it may be, right? But my whole point is that I was being called to heal others. And even if I didn't, like, let's say one person would pass my way, and then later on in the day, they'd pass my way again. And if I still didn't make that connection, they would pass again. And I was like, what the heavens? Like, they would always find their way to me. So having said that, you are having like moments when you're kind of like, they're showing me like a magnet, like you are really like magnifying others and attracting others to like stick to you, something like kind of like a leech, and you don't mean to. It's just that as you are going up in equal vibration, and when I'm saying equal vibration, I'm talking about balancing out all of the elemental bodies inside of you. You are realizing that others are gravitating to you too. You're like, what is it? It's like this glow that comes, this natural glow, this and it's the flow and the flow chi inside of your body that is like, I'm seeing like kind of like, okay, I'm hearing oxygen through veins, but I'm seeing blood running through veins. So having said that, your blood. So I'm thinking now your bloodline, I'm thinking about like your bloodline is breathing oxygen into you and pushing you into that gear. They're showing me a car now. And pushing you into the way, pushing you, your WayShowers are showing you the way, right? To balance you out. So either way, I was saying all of that because about the preeclampsia thing. Around the pandemic, I was striving to utilize what I could through it, and that was a lot of the resources that were around, and one of them was something that I just got to utilize because the doctors were not speaking to you. Like they were sending things through email. They were maybe even contacting you over the phone, whatever the case is. But having said that, I gained knowledge about my past history, actually, that I didn't know that was hidden from me, actually, to tell you the truth, based on that, the fact that none of the doctors were able to, or nobody was able to have any type of contact, right? And that worked in my favor for me knowing that I was pregnant with my last two children with preeclampsia, and it made a lot of sense of why I almost died. Like, honestly, like, it's just crazy what the doctors hide from you. And even like the full-blown stroke that I had for eight, 8.5 days on the stroke floor, and the doctors just turned around and said that it wasn't a stroke. Yeah, it was crazy, but that's neither here nor there right now. I want to rid that energy. Actually, the sage is still burning, and one thing I wanted to speak to you about is when your sage is still burning, just leave it. Unless you have to go somewhere and you need to like really like it is prompt that you know out it, then I get it. But usually you just let it burn. Like it shows you like what type of energy you're in or what type of energy is around you or surround you, and it's just burning. Like let it do what it do. Let people do what they do. Let God's naturistic things that he gives that is available to you do what they do too. Okay, so I wanted to speak about that as well before I get into the cards. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. I do have uh uh okay, they're saying proactive mind, but it's like kind of like a hyper yeah, because it's happy too. Hyperactive mind that just goes very fast, and like it'll have a tendency of going back and forth or whatever. But if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. If you don't, I'm sorry. I can't change it. I am all that I am, and you are all that you are, right? So either way, I just wanted to speak about that. Your spirit guides are making like maybe recurring situations, like situations that occurred before, or recurring emotions or feelings are happening, like they're coming up again, like they're showing me like a revolving door basically is coming up again. But not for the simple, not for the reason of you to be, spun around and all out of shape, right? But for you to remember that you did this before, and that what you did before will not stand, okay, anymore, right? Actually, one thing that I can personally recognize, and one thing that a very close sister of mine told me too, is that many sisters actually mine are telling me right now, is basically things that they used to do, they're realizing they never used to do it, and as hard and difficult and challenging as it is, they will just plunge, they will just do it. Like that's one thing. Like for instance, I woke up this morning, I went to bed and it was kind of wonky, but when I woke up in the morning was when I really had a serious issue. Like I was having like stabbing pains at my heart, and maybe you are feeling that too. A lot of us are going to battle when we go to sleep, like dream, like is this real, or is the dream world real, is literally what I've been asking myself for quite some time, especially of the latest, because it's like sometimes I remember my dreams, or I feel like I'm not dreaming, and then all of a sudden throughout the day, all of a sudden like little pigments of my dream is just coming, throwing at me. Having said that, make sure that you keep a diary, a journal, something like that, something that you can look back on. Because like if you have a mind like mine, which is like very hyperactive, and it's not that it's hyperactive, it's just that you have a lot of action going on in there, right? And that's why it is imperative that we filter the mind by meditating, by praying, like we're going to go back to what I spoke about before about your CPU. Like if you have a computer, you think of it being like a CPU, and if it is very dirty and there's a lot of residue, then it's going to crash. Like you get viruses, right? And then all of a sudden you have to pay money to go and get something to, an antivirus to get rid of it. You know what I mean? So the same thing happens to our mind. And just like my girl Jamie was saying, I'm going to call her J Dizzle. Yeah, I gave you a new name here, and it's right here, J Dizzle. So either way, just like J Dizzle was talking about, is that we don't give our mind enough credit, right? That we're not nice to our mind. We don't realize how much of a engine it actually is in our life, and the things that we feed it, it does affect us, and it affects us. It affects us internally, but it affects us externally as well. And a lot of times, if you're a being such as myself, and when I say that, I mean like just an empath, a star seed, a rainbow, like an indigo. Honestly, maybe you're finding that you don't even like really resonate with just one. Like with me, my thing is religion is like a way to keep people locked in the system. It's a way for people to show their way, to project their lifestyle upon other beings. And really and truly, your faith is something that comes from inside, and your faith is something that is between you and the Almighty. It isn't something that you have to share or literally go outside of yourself. Having said that, I have nothing, like, I was raised Christian and Islamic, and I don't have anything against any religion. I just see that religion is put out there, the great division, the divide, like, to the partition, to, you know, depart others, to deter others, to have that, you know, it stops others from, like, being one with one another. And when it comes to religion, I feel like every single religion has a way of, all languages are really one, if that makes any sense. But that is another realization that I'm starting to come to. And maybe, no, not maybe, you find yourself asking, questioning, and it may look like confusion, it may look like an illusion, but really and truly it isn't. It is your spirit guides, like, calling upon you. Like, I'm seeing a moon card, but I'm not seeing moon card as in the negative way. Just, I'm saying to dig a little deeper inside to find. And having said that, I speak it as I experience it, and as I knows it. And I feel like we are all going through this experience together, and that none of us are exempted from healing. None of us are exempted from feeling. All right. So none of us should be exempted from revealing. Okay. We are the gift in the present. And that is what the gift is God is giving you the gift to be the present. Be the present that continues to give. Like, 'tis the season of giving. What have you done to receive? What have you done? Do you really believe? Okay. So there are just many things just going on. 1717 on my thing as I said that, right? So I'm like, do I want to get to the cards? Maybe that'll be a different thing, because I feel like there's just a lot of things we need to talk about. So yeah, you're like a revolving door. You are constantly having this recurring, like, memory of something, like a cycle that keeps being brought up. And if there is something that's constantly being brought up, it needs to be taken out. Like, and literally they're showing me, like, somebody, like, regurgitating. Like, you can't, like, if you swallow that, it's gonna have to come up again. Like, you know what, like acid reflux, it just keeps going up until you deal with that situation and make it falter away, right? So yeah, but if you guys take the time to just listen and not do so much, like, I'm not telling you to stop or be whatless or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you take more time to be silence if you take the time to be more silent, then you can really hear. You could truly hear. Okay, you could truly hear. And when I'm saying here, I'm seeing, like, a Brita filter, but I'm not seeing the Brita filter. I'm literally seeing the filter, and I'm seeing the water go through the filter. I'm seeing the, I don't know, the black whatever thing that's on the filter. I'm seeing the whole, you get me? Like, you could really see. So I wanted to speak about that too. There's so much that I have to say, and it's like I find that many beings do get in the way, but at the same time, instead of looking at people as if they are always getting in the way, you have to hold accountability about the way you deal with certain things, because everything is communication. No, you're not. Not right now. I know your room isn't... Okay, bye. I know your room's not finished. Go.
It is.
Shabai. Yeah, right? So having said, like, knowing how to deal with situations or recognizing it for what it truly is. Because, for instance, people will be like, oh, why are you so angry? Why are you so whatever? But the thing about it is, it's not that... And I'm not an angry person. I'm just saying, like, in a situation that you get loud or something. Because, like, I deal, the same energy others give, I give back, or I don't entertain it at all. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, well, why are you doing that? Why? Da-da-da. No, 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 no. Why are you doing that? I'm giving you back exactly the same energy you gave me. Like, literally, I can't help it. Like, I can't fake. Like, my girl, I was at her house maybe a day ago or whatnot, and she was talking about exactly what we're going through. Like, she said, like, she can't like put up a facade. Like, she can't put up that mask. Like, the mask fade away. And having said that, a lot of people, and I'm seeing like clowns, and they're like the makeup on the clown's face like just disappearing type of thing. So like, yeah, clowns, like they're it's fading away. Like, if there's a clown and like they have makeup on, well, clowns do have makeups on. Like, they're not literally like that, right? So like, what happens when the makeup comes off? You see the person's true face. Having said that, I don't know, I'm hearing something about makeup. Like, a lot of maybe spirit guides are telling others to that you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like, um maybe a lot of you are having skin care problems at times, or whatever the case is, or a lot of beings out there are doing like, I'm hearing like a trickster spirit, like putting like an illusion on you, like mirror magic, like making it be like an illusion, like make you feel like you are ugly when in real time you're not. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what you're seeing. And it's like, if you see that you're ugly, or you think that you're ugly, then then ugly type of, you know, negative type of things are going to come towards you, and then you're going to like manifest like ugliness towards you. If that made any damn sense, right? Well, I feel like it made sense in some which way anyways, right? So uh yeah, but either way, there's a lot of energies going on right now, and a lot of us are really going through it. So like, I want to go back to that like cold type of thing. So when everybody's like, oh, I would be around you, but I don't want to get you sick, so it's not like a thing that is kind of like transferent, is what I was hearing earlier today when my girl was talking to me about it. It's like something like, if it's your turn to get it, then it's your turn to get it, because it's like, unless you get it, like, when you get it, what do, you have to heal yourself. You literally have to heal yourself, and then that literally reveals yourself, okay? Because you're, for instance, I'm talking to my dogs that literally get a lot of spiritual attack. Like, this is a spiritual warfare, so don't think that you're not going to get attacked, all right? That's whack. You're going to get attacked, okay? You're one of God's chosen ones. You're one of his soldiers, okay? You're stepping into sovereignty. You are speaking and standing for the Lord, all right? And you are an earth angel sent to this universe as a starseed to set this equilibrium to a balance, all right? So obviously there's gonna be war, and you know, the devil doesn't break in empty houses, you know what I'm saying? And even if you feel like, if you are one of the devil's ones, okay, first of all, he's gonna keep feeding on you like a vampire until you're sucked dry. Like, okay, that's like making a deal with the devil is obliterating your soul, bro. Because like, there's what are you gonna do without your soul? Your soul travels with you lifetime after lifetime. Anyways, I don't know, maybe someone's out there doing that nonsense. I don't know what, we're just going a lot of places. I just feel like I'm gonna cut this now before I keep going on and on and on and on. I don't know if you guys are like myself. Like, if somebody's speaking like a lot of interesting facts and things like that, or just things that I can resonate with, just something that I can really relate with or to, because you want to be a relatable being. You want to listen to others that are relatable. Like, even when it comes to this music, I don't know how these children are listening to half this garbage that is going out right now. And I'm not saying all music is garbage. No, because the thing about it is, music has a frequency, okay? It has its own vibration, okay? So it speaks its own language when it's being played. So if it's not being utilized for the right tempo, I'm hearing, then it's gonna mess up the vibration in others. You know what I mean? So having said that, we have a lot of like these low entity worshippers and whatnot putting all of that garbage in their music and all of that, and then it's affecting our children, and people are wondering what the fuck is wrong with my children. Well, it could be your children's music. It could be 2444 when I said that, right? It could just very well much be the music. The social network is getting so disgusting. Anyways, there's so many things, so I'm gonna cut it short, okay, so that I can revise, because I said that I was gonna focus on the cards. So I'm going to do the cards, get that out of the way, then I can get out of the way.